We're live on Dazzle's Football Stand. Welcome if you've joined. Well, this is the United report, and what a hack game of football that was, to be honest with you. It's a shame for us because when you look at our last couple of games, I mean, we won 3-0 against Young Boys. We won 2-1 at Watford. We've been on a Watford. We've been on a winning streak, and then we ended yesterday, against a pretty small and aggressive, newly promoted Wolverhampton Wanderers side. ADM23, thanks very much. He's just said United are bad. We were bad, and I think a point was the most that we deserved. Jose Mourinho thinks that as well. It was an awful game of football from United. Now, it was good for Fred, in my opinion, getting the first goal of the game, getting his first goal for United, but then it was cancelled out by João Moutinho goal, which I think it was very well taken, but our defence was absolutely shocking. Please drop a like if you haven't already done so. That'd be very much appreciated, lads. But we are joined by two guests. I'm going to start with I've got a United fan and a Chelsea fan, so I'm going to start with the United fan. Obviously, this is the United report. The United fan that I have comes from Estonia, and his name is Rasmus A.
Hello.
Alright, mate.
About the game, I watched the game, and unfortunately, I have to say that the Wolves were dominating the game, and they deserved to win. And it was as usual. It was David De Gea that saved us. Also, I think over 90 minutes, I think maximum 25 minutes, we had some sort of domination, if I can say, and that wasn't enough. And this is one thing that I noticed in these 3 years under Mourinho, that he never play any match. Even when we play good, it's just for one half maximum. It's never throughout the game. So it's one of the frustrations I have had with Mourinho.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, it is frustrating when it's it's happened with Boa tons of times and United. Not so much Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich are, I would say, possibly the world's greatest team. But as I say, this is the issue with United. We play good in one half and we play crap in the second half. And that's only happened since Alex Ferguson retired. United will never live up to its name until we've won a Premier League title. When that'll be, who bloody knows? I can tell you it certainly won't be this year. I definitely think the title's out of reach now, because we've dropped 8 points against a couple of decent teams. With Brighton, we should have won. Wolves here, we should have won. Well, Tottenham, there was nothing we can do. We just fell apart. So there are a couple of points that we've dropped, which we should have got wins and stuff. But I'm going to go on to the other point, the other guest, who is a Chelsea fan. He's just watched his side draw none of West Ham. But he's not in a happy mood because of West Ham. But who cares? This is not the Chelsea review. We're talking about Manchester United against Wolves. So he probably will be in a bit of a laughable mood. But it's no other than David Hoyle, who's coming from Reading.
Hey, does look, the game for Man United, I was watching it on Match of the Day last night, and I really think that you were lucky to get a point, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you took the chance to get your goal, and you took it. But I think the Wolves one, your defence really could have done better in clearing it, and Wolves scored at a crucial time in the match, really. But I really think they would have won it. They had the chances to do it. Fortunately for Manchester United, they didn't take them. But I think Wolves should have won that game.
Yeah.
At least 2-1, maybe even 3-1, in my opinion.
I agree. I think Wolves were miles the better team. I know the stats don't show it, but when you look at the stats here, this is what it says here. 65% possession for Manchester United. 15 shots, 6 on target. That's miles less than about 40% of our shots on target, which is absolute pants. But Wolves had 11 shots, 8 on target. They were more clinical with their shooting. They had more shots on target. But the stats don't show the moral of the story. Now, in my opinion, yes, I agree with what David's just said. We did not deserve a point at all in that game. It was nice for Fred to get a goal, but even Jose Mourinho admitted that we deserved to only get a point at the most. To be honest, if we'd got no points out of it, I would have been kicking off because, fair enough, Wolves are a team who people would say, well, they're easy to beat because they're so bad. Well, they're not bad. They're just, they're a good team, but they're the team that you would expect the big teams to beat, to win against, But like I say, welcome if you've joined. Logan, thanks for joining, and thank you very much for joining Football Fan 148, who's actually on the stream in a minute, but yeah, thank you very much for joining, guys. Please smash the like, it'd be very much appreciated. I've put on this effect thing, by the way. But, I think at the end of the day, it's a disappointing result for United, and I think we're now 8 points below Liverpool. So I think we've got no chance. And I know Liverpool fans are saying, well, we've 6 games in a row, 6 games winning streak, going to carry it on and going to smash the league. There is no way you can get an unbeaten streak in the Premier League unless you're Arsenal in 2004. But as I say, it's really tough. Wasmus, do you think what were your thoughts on Fred?
Fred, I like how he plays, but at times I have to say that I think sometimes he's probably not strong enough for this league, but maybe he's gonna adapt to this league, and also we could see that it was in the first half he was playing really well. In the second half, I could notice that probably he was tired, and so I think that's one of the possibly one of the reasons that for which Mourinho didn't play him in some of the previous matches, because probably he's not completely ready yet. Not ready in sense of the his mind is ready, but his physicality and his strength is possibly not completely ready yet, and this is one of the problems we have whenever we sign a player that who is coming from outside Premier League, because we don't know how he's gonna adapt to the Premier League. Always transfers are a risk, because as we have been seeing for Alexis Sanchez, 8 months, I think he has been here, more than 8 months, because we are almost October and he came January, so 9 months as he has been here, and what has he done over this 9 months? So but I am happy with Fred. I'm just a bit worried sometimes about whether he can handle the physicality of Premier League, but we will see that. He is doing well.
Well, I agree. I think one of our main issues with United is we can't seem to sign anyone from the Premier League, or is Premier League quality. That's the issue. David, what are your thoughts on Fred?
Well, firstly, I think that performance against Wolves, I think that has to be his best performance since he arrived at Man United. I mean, he took his goal really well, and he put on a really decent performance. He created chances for his other teammates, and he created chances for himself, and if Man United perhaps could have taken those chances he set up on yesterday, I think perhaps you really could have won that game.
For me, I agree with what you both said there. Just gonna have a look at the live chat just before I go on to my point. Logan Beaton's spamming a "You'll never walk alone" thing. As I put in David's stream, YNGAJ. You'll never get a job. The usual United way of saying you'll never walk alone. Football fan says, do you really have to say that again, Logan? You said it last night on my stream. If you haven't already, please drop a like, guys. Very much appreciated, lads. Yeah, for me, Fred did well yesterday, but he's not the talent that I expected, and I wasn't expecting too much from him when he even came to United, because he's coming to possibly the toughest league in the world. It's as I was saying I was saying this about Maurizio Sarri earlier. It's going to take him time to get used to the way the Premier League works. It's going to take time for Fred. It's going to take time for Dalot to work out how the Premier League is going to work. They are going to struggle, but I think by January they'll start getting into the mood and stuff. And Liverpool are not the best team in the world, to be honest with you. Honestly. But you never know, it might be, but can't see that at the minute. Too early to say, mate. But yeah, I think Fred's going to struggle these next couple of games and stuff. But, he didn't show many matchday nerves there. But I think overall our defence was crap. Who's the best team in football? Was likely to be either Barcelona or Real Madrid. It's always them two. Just going to have a look here. I'm just going to read what Mourinho has said here. I can't find it now. Here we go. Right. Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho was speaking to BBC Sport. They started better and were more aggressive, had more intent, and I don't know why, but they were more motivated. We made it quite easy for them to cope with our supremacy in the last 20 minutes. Overall, we didn't deserve more than a point. True. Our performance was crap, simple as. I mean, I'm not the guy who's going to be picky on performances. But if I was going to pick man the match for this game, I would have to pick Fred, because he's the only one who did anything good. And possibly David De Gea even, because David De Gea was the man who kept us in it. David De Gea, we rely on David De Gea far too much in this league. And it's all because our defence can't be bothered to play under Jose Mourinho. I don't know what's going on with this club. It's either the players don't want to play under Jose Mourinho's tactics and stuff. Liverpool, where they either don't want to play under Jose Mourinho's tactics, or they don't want to play for the Manchester United badge. Simple as that. In my opinion, it's awful. And yeah, fair enough. It's a fair result. 1-1's a fair result, but we were lucky not to have lost 3 or 4-0 because we were absolutely abominable. And this is what he said here. He said here, this is the bit I was looking for. Right. Mourinho said that the visitors were more aggressive, had more intent, and were more motivated, which shows that half the players that we have cannot be bothered to play for the team. I think the result is fair. They deserved their point, and we deserved the punishment of getting only 1 point. True fact. The way we started, we were lucky to be the first team to score. Their approach was more for a football match than ours. Look, these performances need to get better, because I am at the minute Jose Mourinho out, because I have had enough of it. People say his tactics are wrong, but half the time players don't want to play under him, so what's the point of having him here? We need Zidane, who can bring in better players and can get us to the top of the league. Bringing him in January will be too late. We could be in the bottom 3 by then. No, now we'll look at this rate. But as I said, I mean, David, what are your thoughts on what Jose Mourinho said there?
I'm not surprised. On what he said about the point thing, yeah, I've got to completely agree with that. I mean, I think they really did deserve more than a point, really, because the way they played the Wolves players. But was their penalty area, and they caught Man United out really too many times on the counter attack, and I really got to agree with you about Zidane. I think with Zidane in charge, I was watching Real Madrid with Zidane in charge, and I think he completely changed Real Madrid after Ancelotti or whoever it was, Benitez, left. And I think he'll do the same at Man United. He'll bring in a better system, and if players don't want to play under him and want to keep on playing for Mourinho, he can just go chuck them in the sea and go and find some other top quality players.
Yeah.
To,
Definitely, we need to bring in more Premier League talent. We need to bring more talent that can actually, that are capable of actually playing in this tough league. Rasmus, are you Jose in or Jose out? And if you're Jose out, would you bring in Zidane?
Well, yeah, I am Jose out because I don't like his tactics. But I have to say that we have to blame first of all the board, because after Sir Alex Ferguson, they hired 3 managers that are known to be defensive. So why would they hire these managers if we want to continue the United way, as we like to say? Why 3 defensive managers like David Moyes? Okay, I can say, okay, maybe that one was recommended by Sir Alex Ferguson, but what about Louis van Gaal and Mourinho? So I don't understand the logic behind hiring those managers. And but anyway, after that, how he's treating the players, like Martial. Of course, Martial, I have to say, even so, I am a big fan of him, but I have to say that whenever he's giving the chances, he doesn't seem to be able to take them. Maybe he can't be bothered anymore, or he needs a lot of time to keep things keep the ground running. I don't know whatever the reason is, but yeah, and also the I think it's enough. It's enough. We try to imagine that Jose Mourinho's gonna change his ways and gonna play the United way, all these things, but never happened. Even so, we would like to see differently. But about Zidane, I'm not so sure about him, because he had superstars in Real Madrid: Modric, Kroos, Gareth Bale, Ronaldo, all these
Rodriguez.
players. Who do we have here? And even with those players, he won 3 Champions League, of course, but in the league, he was I can't say he was a failure, because he flopped in the league. One time I think he won. Of course, the Real Madrid with the league over the past, I think, 10 years, they won it maybe 3 times or something. So it's not just about Zidane, but I think he didn't do well in the league, and I'm not sure if he doesn't have those stars, can he achieve those heights? I'm not sure, but at the same time, I don't know who is available. Who else is available?
Yeah.
Unless we want to go to like the former players, or I don't know, if you want to go toward that route, because if it was just after the Sir Alex Ferguson retirement, it was okay, but now it's 5 or 6 seasons that we haven't won the league. It's gonna get longer and longer, and I don't think it's the right time to take a risk with the young manager. So I'm not sure really, because Pochettino hasn't won anything. I don't know. I'm not sure who should replace the Jose Mourinho.
Well, I think if we got Zidane in, he plays more attacking football, and that's what we need. We need more attacking football in this team. We can't be sitting back, and that's what we need. We need more attacking football in this team. We can't be sitting back and defending against teams like these, because they will cause a shock against us, and that's exactly what happened. Now, if the players can't be bothered to play for the club, then why be here? Just on the thing here, David's put a message to Logan saying Liverpool will lose eventually. On the Liverpool subject, their next games, or next 2 games, are both against Chelsea. Welcome, Matthew Jones. Thanks very much for joining. If you haven't already, please drop a like. Very much appreciated. Karen Buster Sports, thanks very much for joining. No one got the score prediction right, so the score predictions are bang. No one got them right. So, bang. No one got them right. So, our next game for United is Derby County on Tuesday night. If we play like we did against Wolves, we're going to lose 6-0. Simple as. Play like that against Derby County and underestimate them that much, we'll get tonked. Now, hopefully we don't lose against Frank Lampard, because Frank Lampard's one of our arch enemies. He's definitely one of mine. I don't like him. Also on the subject, I've just found something out. It's now... Rangers are absolutely thrashing St Johnstone at the minute. It's now 5-1. Like I say, Frank Lampard, he knows what he's doing. So this is the final thing I need to say about need to ask these. What do we need to do in order to beat Derby County? I'll start with David first.
I was at you earlier about Rangers. I was trying to say that to you earlier.
Yeah. Right. 2 ticks, guys. Sorry about that, guys. We had a couple of technical issues there. Right. As I was saying, Rasmus, I was going to say Rasmus. David's already made his point, I think, during the stream. I must have... I was trying to take a lot of stuff in at the same time, so that's probably why. Rasmus, how big an improvement do you expect United to make against Derby County?
I'm not sure, because if Mourinho wants to play the reserve players that are not playing regularly, I'm not sure. Those players lack game time, and I wouldn't expect a huge improvement, but Jose Mourinho usually doesn't go completely different team, so I think we will keep the same team, and possibly I think this is one of the problems with some of our players like Paul Pogba, that he doesn't seem to have two consecutive good doesn't play 2 consecutive games very well. So he didn't play that well against Wolves. I expect him to have a good game, because now he had the time for his bad game. So, and Lukaku also seems to be following the same way, playing the same way. So I expect him to have a good game, but at the same time, I don't know, Lukaku, I don't know what is going on with him, because he's missing sitters after sitters every game. Like in every single game, I can't remember one chance at least that he missed, and it was a sitter. So about I think Romero is still injured, so I expect to see Lee Grant then in the goal, and I think he's gonna do well. But I'm just wondering about our defense. Who is gonna play in defense? Jose is gonna take a new back four again, or new pair of center backs, or is he gonna take play Jones and Smalling? If Jones and Smalling play together, we are out of Carabao Cup, because I don't have any hope in Phil Jones, especially if he is playing with Chris Smalling. If he is playing with Eric Bailly, sometimes Eric Bailly is gonna protect him, even though he has been playing for many years, so he doesn't he shouldn't need protection, but he always needs some protection.
I think
otherwise,
I think when you look at Paul Pogba, I think he plays miles better when he's actually in the captaincy role, when he's playing for United. David, by the way, I had to delete that message as I can't allow people putting their phone numbers in the comments.
Oh, alright, mate. Alright.
Yeah. But yeah, listen, guys. Thank you very much for coming on the stream, lads. Fantastic points made, as always. So, first of all, as I'd like to say, big thank you to Asmus, who's been joining us from Estonia. I know he's 2 hours ahead of us, but thank you very much for coming on, bud. And as always, thank you to the neutral fan, David Hoyle.
No problem, mate. Listen, I'm going to be doing a live stream really soon after you finish.
Yeah.
So I'll do a match review on the West Ham versus Chelsea match, and that will also be a call-in one, my first call-in. So please stay tuned for that.
Yep, definitely. Listen, guys, and it's good night from me. Thank you very much for joining, lads. Thank you all those who joined. Get your comments in the comment section down below. If you did miss it, do not worry. You can always watch the replay of the stream. But at the end of the day, a really poor performance from Manchester United. We were lucky to even get away with a point. That's how awful we were. We need to step up against Derby County, otherwise we're going to get smashed. If not, then it's going to be more ones for me, and it's going to be a happy night for Aaron Richards, because he's a bloody Derby fan. Now, like I say, be honest with you, Nick Muller said that. Nick Muller's just joined. I am ending the stream, mate. You've joined pretty late. He said I said draw. Yeah, but you predicted the wrong score. So there you go. Matthew Jones said more points dropped. I forgot to read that one out. Sorry, mate. Yeah, like I say, it's more points dropped. It can only get better for me, hopefully. West Ham United next Sunday is the next game for Manchester United in the Premier League. Let's hope we can win that. I can't do it. By the way, I cannot do a watch along for the West Ham Man United game because I've got football training. So as I say, sorry about that. But otherwise, I will see you. I'll catch you tomorrow night for the live United v Derby preview, and I'll also upload the Borough preview. I don't think Bayern Munich are playing, but I don't know. No, I'm not going to be doing an Ipswich Borough stream. I'm going to be doing it as an upload. But as I say, thank you very much for joining. From all of us here on Desert Football Stand, have a great night. Good night.